What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to my channel today, Friday. We are 1 week in the demo challenge. Finished my day with negative $10.96. But let's have a look what I have done, what I have traded, and lastly, how my day went. So the first trade this morning was in Uhud. I did Underwood at 11.5, and then essentially I was having 50 cents 50 cents risk on this trade with a huge stop loss at $12, and my final target was supposed to be $11. 1 risk reward, but stock never really reached that area. Perhaps it is gonna reach later on, but I essentially I took off half a position on the uh, after almost an hour that I was into the trade, half a position at 11.24, and then once it went for a new low, but then bounced back up and then came back down. I decided to close completely the trade. Was almost almost 1.5 hour into this trade. So I just uh, lose it. I mean, there was nothing else to do at that point for me. The BBY trade, I was looking to short BBY at 91.5 here after this pullback, looking essentially for a down movement, to regain the down movement. First partial at 91, which it was like 8 cents away. Never really reached it, the 91. So stopped out at 92 on the BBY trade. Facebook, it's been I believe I did 2 trades in Facebook, if not 3. Um, and the first one I even fat finger. So let's discuss. So I did enter the first trade was at 220 82, and I wanted to essentially I wanted to I believe I wanted to take the trade off at 220.31. Um, I don't necessarily remember what I was thinking in that time, but I think it was the SPY started to uh, started to run, and I lost confidence on the short on Facebook. But then, rather than removing shares, I added to the trade. Um, so I added to the trade there, and then I said, you know what, I am demo trading, and I want to keep things like they are. If he's gonna reach my target is gonna reach my target, and then otherwise I'm gonna let the trade stop out at with the new share size at the price that I was looking before. I saw the stop loss I was looking before. So that's what I did. I had losing trade there. If with the double of the position and even a bit more, so that's okay. I then looking at what was forming, I decided then to long Facebook, and this time with the correct share size, 100 shares, risking 50 cents. Again, risking the 222 area. 222 area, the stock started to run towards the 223, where I took my first partial. I took half position off at 223. Took something off at 223.12. Honestly, I could have just taken out the 75% of the position and leaving the rest to run. But then took another partial at 223.74 over here. Um, and I left the rest of the shares, for run and so on. But what then intrigued me was this pullback. This pullback intrigued me because she went on the previous day, essentially retesting the previous day close. So I decided to add to this trade. I decided to enter again with 100 shares at 223 here on the retest. Essentially again risking the 50 cents that I was risking before, and took my first. I went into this run, took my first partial, essentially here with the 75% of the position off, took something else off at 224, 26 over here, and then left the last shares, 6 shares, to do whatever they wanted to do. I just took out somewhere here before leaving, essentially for a coffee. This was the Facebook trades. Twitter, I wanted to try Twitter. Twitter has been always a boomer for me, really, in the past. Every time that I tried to to trade Twitter, essentially I shorted the Twitter at 46.96. So I shorted Twitter here, more or less. Actually, I had two trades in Twitter. The first trade shorted at 56.70. This was my initial entry, my first trade. Looking for 30 cents on the risk. I was taken out at 47. Target was 46.40, but didn't happen. After the pullback and the rejection of the VWAP, I decided to enter again, but this time I decided to enter again at 47, on the break of 47. I did enter on the break of 47, added to this trade for the break of 46.7, which I was looking before, so added to this trade. Took first partial was at 46.26 on the on this candle, breaking the target price, and then took something off 46.71, reducing essentially the shares 46.71 over here, and then took the rest out on this other movement, on this movement down. This was the Twitter trade, two Twitter trade. Facebook, we have discussed. Okay, Hood, BBY, Facebook, Twitter, coin. The trade in coin. The two trade in coin. Coin, I looked for shorting the 164 area after the this pullback. Essentially looking for a reversal, for a retest of the VWAP anyway. Stop was 165, first profit target 163. First trade, I did enter the first trade on this candle. I did enter the first trade on this candle, and then I was, of course, taken out from the 165 stop that I decided to have. I did enter the trade again on the second candle on 164, and essentially the second trade, the second trade just put me in almost a break even from the loss of the first trade. So a couple of really good and interesting things today. Uh, at some point, of course, at some point, I was down more than $200, $250. Just imagine between the Facebook, and to the BBY trade. Trades that essentially, at least on Facebook, at least on Facebook, I have a finger there, so that should not have been that much of loss on there. Twitter, why I 100 box Twitter. I did enter 47. Right, almost 100 box because did I fat finger this as well? I don't remember, to be honest, guys. But yeah, I bought 400 shares there. Um, which essentially the trade didn't work out. What else? Yeah, pretty much that's it for today. Um, good learning points. Definitely, I think that one more week for me into the simulation trading, it's gonna really serve for the future, for the statistics. I really enjoyed this trading day. Actually, yeah, a couple of mistakes which I have to definitely try to avoid, such as fat finger and entering a trade with be with the double share to the for the stop target. At that point, I think for me it would be best to just close the trade, and it is what it is. Or move stop loss break even, and if I got that break even, I am out of the trade. But essentially, I don't think that will be good for me to risk the double position on almost a double stop loss um, price as well, since the ad was a bit lower than that the initial entry and stop loss. So essentially risking more on the ad. Um what else? Yeah, I mean, I think pretty much that's it for today for me. Um, if you are watching my video, don't forget to give me a like. This will help the channel, will help you guys as well. And don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next week. Thank you for watching and peace.